Are you looking for your next indie game buy? Well, then I've got the video for you. With August just around the corner, we are in for one hell of a treat, with so many great games coming our way. In this video, I'll give you 10 of my favourites from August's planned releases, so let's jump in. To start off with, we've got an incredibly chilling arcade shooter with some of the best vibes around. Super Space Club from Graham of Legend gives you a range of pilots, ships and weapons to choose from as you take on the galaxy and complete a series of objectives. The beautiful colourful backdrops and the chilled lo-fi beats from Fat Bard make for the perfect environment for your journey to the top of the leaderboard. But it's not just the enemies that add to the challenge, you should also keep an eye on your energy levels, which can lead to some devastating damage done. The waves come thick and fast, there is truly no time to rest in here. I definitely recommend not letting your guard down in this one, and hopefully you can find yourself at the top. This next game takes the strategy genre and strips it right back to the basics, but nonetheless Thronefall is an absolute charming gem of a game, where you build up your base during the day, finding the perfect balance between earning gold and preparing your defences for the onslaught in the night. But you don't sit back in the action, as you take control of the king who hacks and slays his way through the enemy ranks. But not to worry, you do have the safety blanket of your army, whether that be pikemen and archers amongst other types, it's up to you. They will help you hold off the waves of enemies until the sun rises, where you can start to relax and think of the next day's preparations. This game is perfect evidence that you don't need anything too complex to make a great game. Next up is a swashbuckling action game reminiscent of the PS1 era. On Garde tells the story of Adelaia de Volador, a matador on a mission to stop the tyranny of the Count Duke. Adelaia is incredibly hard not to fall in love with. She has it all: wit, strength, charm, and one of the best sword fighters around. I think she'll quickly grow into one of the all-time favourites for gaming fans. But she isn't the only one. Each character is charming and has some great banter. Even the NPC guards exchange some witty one-liners in battle, as you fight your way in these playground-like courtyards, palaces, and dungeons. Parrying, sword playing and dodging are just the basis of the combat, as you get to use the environment to its full potential. Each weapon rack, bucket, chandelier and box can be used to gain the advantage in combat, and what makes it even better is the comical sound effects when the objects hit them, which will cut their one-liners short, making for some fun and brilliant combat. You can make the game even more silly though in the arena mode, with lots of modifiers where you can really test your skills. We get to experience this on the 16th of August. Similar to other Weather Factory games, Book of Horrors is a melancholy RPG that is steeped in lore. Combining the RPG mechanics with deck building creates a really unique experience where you have to restore the library Hush House, which was burnt down during a war. Starting off, you get to select your pass, which will give you access to different cards to play around with in different scenarios, as you uncover the history of the Hush House and get the options to rewrite history, which doesn't only affect the library however, but also the outside world. Talking of this, you have to rekindle the relationship with the townsfolk in order to help reopen new areas of the library. There seems to be so much to this game, and the Steam page promises 20 to 40 hours worth of gameplay, so definitely a lot to get our hands into. I'm particularly fond of the artwork in this, which could find itself in one of the books that you are putting together. We'll get the opportunity to write our own story on the 17th of August. This next one is definitely something a bit different, but I'm 100% excited for. Noun language learning takes away the grind of reading textbooks and running out of hearts and talking to you here Duolingo to learn a new language, and puts interactive gameplay in its place, with 7 different languages for people to learn, including Japanese, Korean, Chinese, Spanish, French, German and Italian. There is something for everyone here. As you enter Noun, you see that the world is black and white, but the more you learn, the more colour is returned to the world, and different characters will start to show up to teach you even more. I really like this visual indicator of your progress, as it moves away from the long list of units and vocab you need to get through. Not only this, but it feels like you're achieving something else as well as improving your language learning skills. The game will also use speech recognition to nail down those tricky pronunciations. You also get the chance to practice full conversations with these characters, really removing that anxiety of going into the real world with your new skills. I'm definitely excited to improve my skills on the 31st of August. Lead the people of the Tribe of the Dawn into the Forbidden Lands in GORD, a unique city builder that blends Slavic mythology with dark fantasy and provides all sorts of unspeakable horrors lying in the darkness. Take charge of a humble settlement and turn it into a formidable fortress, but make sure that your people stay safe and sane by providing them with medicine, food and beer of course, while praying to the gods will give you spellcasting abilities to help you defend and support your bustling settlement. Another threat comes from the monstrosities hidden in the darkness, so make sure to build up your defences and get to know the area around you. At some point in the game you will have to venture into the darkness to complete quests given by your settlers to uncover their personal stories, hunt down legendary creatures and uncover secrets of the ancients. There's a range of scenarios here, so there's plenty to sink your teeth into in GORD. Ever wondered what the afterlife might look like? Well, a guidebook of Babel definitely offers a quirky and hilarious version for you. This story adventure game has the butterfly effect at its centre. With a crew who are prone to make a mistake and a bunch of bumbling and distressed passengers, things go wrong very quickly and it's your job to put it right. Going back in time, you have to subtly change history through a range of challenging puzzles and stories. In order to really get to the bottom of the problem, you have to collect clues and put them together in a reasoning chain. But it's key to correctly solve each problem, as they could be linked to another character's story and how that pans out. With 4 chapters of craziness and mayhem, a guidebook of Babel promises to be a phenomenal game. This next game, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk from Team Reptile, takes the skateboarding of the Tony Hawk series and the police system from GTA and mashes them up with funky tunes to make a unique experience. New Amsterdam is overrun by graffiti gangs who are in a turf war, and you as the Bomb Rush crew have to take part in dance battles, paint graffiti, collect beats and take on the cops to take over the city's 5 boroughs and defeat the other crews. However, the story goes much deeper than this, as you soon discover who took Red, one of the Bomb Rush crew's members' head. You can skate, skateboard, or ride a bike around the city, while the addition of the boost packs allows you to reach places previously thought impossible. We get the chance to take over New Amsterdam in style on the 18th of August. Next up, we get to assemble our very own pirate crew in Shadow Gambit: The Cursed Crew. This stealth strategy game takes us back to the golden age of piracy, with a little deviation as we're introduced to magical powers and undead crewmate. With the Lost Caribbean firmly in the hands of the Inquisition, you are on a task to find the Black Pearls and steal control from them. On the journey, you have 8 unique shipmates to choose from, each armed with unique supernatural powers. So make sure to choose carefully when selecting your posse for the mission ahead, as you have to carefully combine their magical skills to take on a variety of enemies. We will also get plenty of opportunity to get to know them when we're chilling out on the Red Marley, your ship and headquarters, but your ship doesn't act as just your headquarters. It also offers magical abilities to freeze and rewind time to amend the mistakes you make in combat, while the world you can travel around looks absolutely stunning with a range of areas from tropical beaches to the dark dungeon. We will get plenty of opportunity to explore the Lost Caribbean on the 17th of August. Finally, we have the prequel to the 2018 indie game hit The Messenger. This is Sea of Stars. Sabotage returns with their beautiful pixel art and hilarious dialogue, but this time they decided to take a go at making an RPG, and they smashed it out of the park. Taking control of the children of the Solar System, friends, you are tasked with going on a perilous journey of taking on the Fleshmancer. Along the journey, you will come across beautiful areas of wilderness that breaks free from the classic bound to the grid tile set movement. Instead, you play more of a 3D platformer, swimming, climbing, and vaulting your way around to solve the puzzles and progress. Alongside this, you'll come across some phenomenal looking enemies which take you on in the unique combat. Sea of Stars combines traditional turn-based combat with real-time actions. Using these actions means you can inflict higher damage numbers and deflect enemy attacks, but the game does allow you to take a break from all the actions, where you can sail, cook, fish, have a beer at the tavern, or listen to your companion stories around the campfire. I feel like Sabotage have done everything to soak you into their world, and I'm really excited to play this at the end of the month. That's it for another month of indie games. What do you think of the list? Any games you would like to add or change? Let us know in the comments. If there are any games that grabbed your interest, jump down to the description where you can find all the links. And if you want to keep up to date with all the latest indie games, don't forget to hit that sub button. Thank you all for stopping by, much love, and catch you in the next one.